What up, my dudes? Yo, Milestone. If I don't get that thick frame female rider option, I'm going to be sorely disappointed, bro. I'm going to be real upset, dog. Okay, so we got Milestone coming in here with their female rider feature video on Instagram, and it was about 2.5 seconds long, so not really a whole lot to it. But it's like, what do you expect? You know, female riders being a feature? Not really. Definitely not anything that you can talk more about than like 5 seconds. But yeah. So cool. We get female riders in the Supercross game. I have nothing against that, but I'm just like, what? I'm just like, to me, it just seems more like they would have just put that in and not made such a big hoopla about it, not made such a big deal about it, or just, you know, had it in the first game like it probably should have been in. You know what I mean? But it's like they're trying so hard to make it seem like some new thing. She's like, man. And in their little Instagram video, they play all these weird little, like, stereotype, weird, bizarre. Oh, my God. Like, it's starting to get a little bit disgusting, Milestone. It started with the little Timmy Two-Shoe 10-year-old little Brian, you know, wants to race in Supercross. If you want to be like Brian, then get on Supercross, and Supercross 3 is your game if you're a 10-year-old, but you got to be a 10-year-old to play the game, right? They kind of got this weird stereo, you know, younger video gamer stereotype thing going on with their beginning trailers of the game, and then now with the female rider thing, they're trying to play on all these other, you know, stereotype, like, oh, if you want to be the I can't remember what all the shit was, but it was ridiculous. It'd be like, we all know who wears the helmet in the house or some bullshit. If you want to be the person that wears the helmet in the house, now you can be a female rider in the game or some shit. I don't know. It's like some female empowerment bullshit going on. It's like, really, Milestone? You just had to? Really? Listen, females they're badass. They're awesome, okay? Love them to death. They don't need you to sit there and tell them all that stuff, dog. They don't need that. They don't need this weird, you know, female power movement thing going on. They don't care about that, bro. Like, it's not one of those things like, oh, well, we got to make the females feel welcome, so let's really make it seem like all this other shit. I hate when people or companies do that. It's like, bro, Stop playing on all those weird tropes and bullshit. Like, it's pointless. Stop doing it. Tired of it. I'm just tired of it, man. The real girls out there don't want any of that. They don't want that, like, extra recognition and extra. They just want to be treated normal, just like the dudes. Just treat them normal. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't make a big hoopla out of it. But that's what Milestone's doing. Milestone is getting very bizarre with their like public advertising relations. I don't know who's governing all that now, but they're getting way out of touch. Way out of touch with everything like that they're doing. I'm just like super confused on the whole, did you ever want to be a Supercross champion? All right, you can be like Brian, the 10-year-old. Whereas, like, literally, I guarantee you, probably 90% of the people that play these games are probably more of the age of like 15 to 30, you know, not like 5 to 10, right? They were totally off on that demographic in their first trailer. They're still kind of trying to play on that. But apparently the female riders are going to have like a different animation and a different, they said different physics. I don't know what the hell that means. That's a little worrisome. But apparently the female, obviously they're going to have like different animations, but I don't know what the hell the different physics they were talking about. That's a little weird. I don't know if the female riders are going to be like slower than the male riders, or I don't know what we're doing here, Milestone, but I don't know what they meant at all by physics. It shouldn't be a physics thing at all, just telling you. Yeah, animations, but no, not physics. All the physics should be exactly the same, whether or not you're a female rider or a male rider in the game. Oh, man. But either way, we're just living in that weird time where it's like all these weird, everybody's got to be included, you know? It's like super bizarre. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's some other political bullshit realm that's going on right now with all that, and I'm not a fan of it. It's just like all the social justice bullshit going on. Like, it's like, man, don't stop making such a big deal out of putting female riders in a game or all this stuff. Like, why do they do that? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But either way, it is what it is, whatever, just a little frustrating thing. I know Battlefield kind of went through that as well and got a lot of shit for it, where it was like, but theirs was a little bit different because they literally made the female characters like some of the main characters in the storyline and stuff like that. You could tell with the Battlefield game, they were just really trying to appease the social justice, female power type thing. They were trying to make it all even for everybody. We got to not offend anybody. We got to, include everybody type weird shit they're doing nowadays. And you could just tell it was so apparent. And like, Milestone is dancing on that line right now with the way they're doing this whole female rider as an actual, feature to the game. It's like, bruh, just put them in there. Just chill. Put them in there, chill, and don't make it a big thing and a big feature. And oh my God, like, just put the females in there, dog. Like, I don't know. I'm just really frustrated at this whole, you cannot offend a soul. Everybody should be accepted into every game. So if you identify as an alien, I guess we now have to have the option to play as an alien character in every single game now. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous how far people have taken that whole thing. That whole thing. Like, stop getting so offended over you not being in a game. That's ridiculous. Like, it's a game, bro. They can do whatever they want. They can make it however they want to make it. Like, it's just so ridiculous how that whole movement has even started. The whole, you got to accept everybody. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. And it's not that I don't want to accept everybody. I accept everybody. I look at everybody like they're the same people. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole problem is you're making it like these people are different from these other people and they need this extra treatment over these other people. I just look at it like everybody's the same. Everybody should be treated the same. Everything should be the same. Don't try to make it like these people are special above those people. We're all people. We're all the same species. Stop with that horse shit. Like, stop it. Stop it. I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous, man. Like, if it was okay, let me put it to you this way. If it was a volleyball game, okay, probably dominantly female-based sport, okay, and all they had in the volleyball video game was female characters to play as, you wouldn't hear a goddamn peep out of me. I wouldn't be complaining like, you gotta include the male characters. You gotta do it, bro. Like, I wouldn't have any problem with that at all. I'd be like, oh yeah, cool, sure. And you can't deny motocross is predominantly male. It's a predominantly male sport. It just is. Like, yeah, there's a lot of females that ride, and that's badass. That's cool. That's sick. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it is what it is, Like, it'd literally be like dudes getting upset at a volleyball game only having females in it. I mean, that's literally what it would be like. That's the same difference. And it would be like that volleyball game company, coming in there and saying, here's the male volleyball character that you can play as. You can wear the pants in the volleyball relationship. Here you go. Here's a new feature. You can play as a man in the volleyball game. Oh, it's the exact same difference. I'm just telling you, Milestone. It's the exact same comparison. Really want to be able to play as Brian, the 10-year-old. If you do not put, hey, Milestone, you better include the 10-year-old model in the game. You better include it. We got to include everybody. Everybody should be allowed to be in the motocross game. So you better give me a smaller Timmy, Billy, Bob, Joe, little Brian 10-year-old model on the 450, you better add 85s to the game because Brian can't ride the 450s. He can only ride the 85s. Milestone, you better put that in here, bro. You better make a big feature out of it, too. Or I'm going to be really disappointed. Brian's going to be disappointed, man. He's not going to come back for Supercross 4's trailer. Ooh, shit. Actually, that'd be a really good thing. But, you know, yeah, definitely. Do not put the little kid rider models in the game, Milestone. We need Brian to go somewhere else. Appreciate you, dog. I'm out, boys. Later.